So you got arrested today?
Yeah, for bringing people together. So it's like, basically, sometimes I have these events where I meet fans, like for free. I just throw like little cool shit to where today, basically, I went to Lenox Mall. And I guess once the crowd got too big behind me, the security didn't like that. Well, the police, not the security, the police didn't like that. So they just came up to me and they put the handcuffs on me. And they took me to the room. And then, you know, they just had me in there for about an hour telling me all kinds of shit. And then they let me go. You know, they were saying, the fans were saying, we not leaving until, you know, until he free. Type shit. They said I can't come back to Lenox Mall for 2 years. I'm banned from Lenox Mall. They said if they ever see me over there for the next 2 years, during those next 2 years, I'm going to jail. Just straight going to jail. So
For what, trespassing?
yeah, I guess. It was some weird shit. I don't know what they really stopped me for, but they said it was disruptive conduct or some shit like that. I don't know.
Okay, so was this planned for people to come see you at the mall? Was this a planned meetup, or was this just you walking into the mall and randomly people are starting to surround you?
It was like it was a planned meetup. Basically, I said, like last week, I posted on my social media. I said, I'll be at Lenox Mall next week, just turning up. I'll be able to meet whoever wants to meet me. Take pictures with all the people, you know, that support me, all the people that got love for me. So I popped up. We pulled up today, and then that shit just happened. You know, snatched me real hard and shit.
Is there a video of this? Is this?
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of videos. There's gonna be videos on everywhere, on Instagram and all that. Cause I know I seen mad people with the cameras. My bros had the cameras. Everybody had the cameras. My girl had the cameras. Everybody. So that shit just, you know.
How many people actually met up, if you could estimate, to see you?
Estimate, I don't know, bro. I would say like from 100 something to 200 people. But it was like they was just maybe more, cause I don't know. It was like they was all gathering up, all following. So it's like some people probably didn't know who I was, but they was following the crowd to see who it was.
Oh,
But
I see. I get it.
It was a big ass crowd.
So you're walking through the mall and people are just like following you and trailing you, I guess?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, we came in through the entrance, and then they just start following us. Yeah, they start following us, saying, Lucas, that's Lucas Coly. First it was like 10, 20 people, but then that shit just got crazy. Everybody was screaming, everything. That shit was crazy as hell.
So the mall looked at it like maybe it was a mob of people, or?
They looked at it as it was a riot, because the security guards, they told me that they got a call that it was like a riot at the mall type shit in Bloomingdale's or some shit. We just came through Bloomingdale's. That's all we did. We didn't do anything. It wasn't no fighting or none of that shit. We don't really bring that shit. We bring positivity to public places. We not gonna turn up. We was just trying to have a good time. And if you look back at the footage and all that shit, once it's out and shit, you'll see that like my fans, they don't get wild unless I get wild, or unless some shit that's not supposed to go down happens. Like them putting me in handcuffs, they don't want to see that shit. They want to see me and take pictures with me and all that type of shit. They don't want to see no bullshit like that.
So actually putting you in handcuffs would actually incite more of a riot.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell them. And then they have mad security, mad police, like sheriffs and shit come in there trying to talk smart and shit like that on some dumb shit. I don't know why, but it's like, I don't know, bro.
Now, have you done this before at Lenox Mall? Have you done this meetup at other malls before? Has this ever been a problem? Is this the first time you've actually been arrested for something like this?
Yeah, it's the first time, because I actually, like, usually I do meet and greets at malls and different places, public places. Nothing like that happens. They let it flow. Any mall, Cherry Hill Mall in New Jersey, King Plaza Mall in Brooklyn, they let it rock for real. They didn't really do nothing like that. But I don't know, Lenox, I guess, is like, it's a lot of shit that happens, so I don't know. Basically, that's probably what happened. Some shit, they just think everything is bad because so much happens at Lenox Mall, you know?
So moving forward, will you be doing this at other malls still or other public places, or are you going to have to kind of refigure how you meet up with your fans and so on and so forth?
I probably have to just choose better locations, just locations that's not going, you know, that I know the security and, you know, they're not going to try to take over, or the police trying to shut shit down. And that shit was kind of making me mad because it was black cops. It wasn't no white cops like stopping me and shit. It was black cops coming in there, looking at me. I'm like, damn, how many of y'all gonna come in here? I'm just one person, and it's not even like I did some crazy shit. I'm just walking through the mall, having a good time. And I wasn't being wild or jumping around and shit. I was just walking. Everybody, all my homeboys, everybody around me was just walking, chilling.
Any message you want to leave to your fans?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all and I love y'all for holding me down because that shit was 100. I appreciate all my homeboys, my girl, everybody. As far as the fans, they kept standing there. They said, we're not leaving till Lucas comes out and it's good. But, you know, then they had to make y'all leave. But, you know, that's how the shit go. But, you know, I appreciate that, though. That's 100. I love y'all.